So, the phenomena is refraction. What is refraction? It is a phenomenon of bending of light when it travels from one medium to another. The refraction of light takes place on going from one medium to another because of the speed of light, which is different in different media. Like speed of light in vacuum is 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. In air, it is slightly less than speed of light in vacuum, but generally it is considered as 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second only. Light travels with different speeds in different medium. It travels fastest in vacuum. Note, if the velocity of light in medium is more, then medium is called optical rarer medium. Like example, air or vacuum, which are optically rarer medium. If the velocity of light in medium is less, then medium is called optical denser medium. Because see, intermolecular particles of the medium will start blocking the path of the light. So that is why their speed will be lesser. Example, glass is more denser than air. That is why the speed of light in glass will be less than that of the air. Similarly, water is denser than air, and in that case also the speed of light in water will be less than the speed of light in air. Then what is absolute refractive index? When one medium is taken as vacuum and speed of light is taken in it, then the refractive index of the second medium with respect to vacuum is called absolute refractive index. Now I'll be explaining the process in detail. So let us consider that there are two medium. One is rarer and another is denser. So here the rarer medium is air and the denser one is water. And we have interface. Interface means where the next medium begins, the boundary. Okay, so this is the interface and this is the rarer medium, which is air, and this is the denser medium, which is water. So let us see how light will behave in these two medium. So what will happen to the incident ray and refracted ray when it travels from rarer to denser medium? First we will be drawing a perpendicular line, that is called the normal, and at the interface there will be point of incidence. Now incidence ray, that is the coming ray, will strike the surface and it is supposed to pass straight like this, denoted by dotted line. But what actually happens is it bends towards the normal. Why does this happen? Because water is denser as compared to air. So particles are closely packed as compared to air. So the path of the light will be blocked by them and it will slow down the speed of light. So as a result, what will happen? Light energy will be used to overcome the obstacles. So it will bend and it will bend towards the normal. Similarly, we can understand the process when a light moves from a denser medium, like here in this case denser medium is water, from a denser medium to rarer medium. Here rarer medium is air. So this is our incident ray. So it is supposed to go straight as denoted by dotted line. But what happens? As the water was denser and air is rarer, so light will find it very easy to travel through air because particles are apart from each other. Therefore, its speed will increase and it will move away from the normal. So these are the two cases. One is when light ray travels from rarer to denser medium, and another one is when light ray moves from denser to rarer medium. So there are some other examples also which I have not shown to the figure, like refraction of light. Where can we experience refraction of light in real life? Like mirage and looming, these are optical illusions which are also a result of refraction of light. A swimming pool always looks shallower than it really is because the light coming from the bottom of the pool bends at the surface due to refraction of light. Formation of rainbow is also another example of refraction, as the sun rays bend through the raindrops resulting in the rainbow. The next one, when white light passes through a prism, it splits into component colors. Now, applications of refraction of light. Refraction has many applications in optics and technology. A few of the prominent applications are: a lens uses refraction to form an image of an object for various purposes, such as magnification. You must have observed in our marker example, pencil example also, that as I am using a glass tumbler filled with water, So that glass is also acting as a refracting medium. So that is why it gets magnified. Another one, spectacles worn by people with defective vision use the principle of refraction. And also refraction is used in the peepholes of house doors, cameras, movie projectors and telescopes. And there are some cases when refraction of light is not possible. So what is the important criteria for getting refraction is that the light ray should be oblique, it should form an angle. So when the incident light is perpendicular to the boundary, that is to the interface, then refraction of light is not possible. Okay, now there is a table of values of absolute refractive indexes. On the left hand side, material medium is given, and on the right hand side, value of refractive index is given. Just have a look at them. Now there is a relationship between refractive index and optical density. Optical dense means it refers to the index of refraction. If one medium is optically dense, that means its refraction is larger. That means the speed of light in optical denser medium is less. So optical denser medium, like a medium in which light travels comparatively slower than the other medium, is called optically denser medium. Example, water. Similarly, optically rarer medium, a medium in which light travels comparatively faster than the other medium. This is called optically denser medium. So we can say larger refractive index means denser medium and lower refractive value means rarer medium. So now I think it is very clear to all of you why all these phenomenon were occurring, like marker appears bent, money plant was bent, appeared to be broken, pencil appeared to be broken or bent. The answer to all these is refraction.